GDQ. Been money hungry, momentum, gotta stay check. It's that smooth done, gotta put in pro progress. Bitch, I'm hard off the press, I can walk with the best. She been praying for a smooth, I just pop up and invest. But I'm after getting money, power and the respect. I don't switch up, I just survive and adapt. Stay true to my game, while secure in the back. It's my over matter, y'all can kiss my ass. If I ever take a loss, I might get right.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
What's cracking? It's your boy GDQ, the one you already know.
What's poppin'? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Mac 2301.
And I am Tianna. But you can call me Tianna J. That's my name on Instagram, and I really need some followers because I just made that page. So if you,
So Tianna the Terror is here to fuck up the podcast and
come
go
to fuck
crazy.
some shit up.
Hey, whoa. You already know.
It's the Activated Podcast.
Episode 16, motherfucker.
Sponsored by Strictly Lit, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's get it, bitch.
I think I learned from last time, and I'm going to just come back here to relax with my back right here. You feel me?
Yeah,
just
you getting old, bro.
My shit be hurting.
You getting old. You getting bald, and you getting married. Yeah, you really living
bro.
You living a man life.
I'm like 35, but I'm about to be 25. That's fucked up. We chilling though. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take care of ourselves.
I'm about to blink and be 30. Let that marinate.
You're old, that's for sure.
Fuck you.
30, I'm gonna give you a cane for your birthday.
She tagged me in a post last year she wished me a happy birthday. I think it was last year, and she was like, "Hey, make sure I wear my pacemaker and some shit like that." Yeah, I got y'all jokes. I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all to turn 30. I'm on y'all tops.
I'll be 24 in October. I'm the youngest one at the table.
And that's cool. That's cool. And you know what you're going to get? You're going to be just like that little kid. When people tell you don't grow up too fast and enjoy it, she going to get 30 and be like, hey, we told you. This ain't nothing to play with.
That's a good topic though, like how, like life and like
age perception.
That's what I was gonna say.
And shit. Yeah,
it's just like, I mean, I don't think there's like a timeline or something like what you should be doing by a certain age. You know, what you should have going on or whatever. I think everybody's on their own time clock, and whether you get that shit done at 24 or you get it done at 30, like it don't matter. And honestly, I think by the time I'm 30, I'm not going to be sad about the fact that I'm 30 because I'm trying to do so much before then that I'm like, I've did all this. Yeah.
I can feel that.
I used to be the opposite though. Like when I moved out here, I remember we had talked about it, back at the hills. Shout out 1409, shout out Hollywood Layton.
Yeah, Papa Nick,
Adam Levine,
and then Hakeem,
Killer Keem, man. Shout out Killer Keem, who
and
also
Reggie.
got that fire on SoundCloud. Yeah. And yeah, you already know the boy Reggie, bro. Reg activated. But yeah,
classic.
I remember we had this talk then, and I was like, my perception of time, like, is so much shorter than everybody else. I feel like because I'm older, like, I feel like, okay, I gotta at least be at such and such checkpoint or marker by the time I'm this age. And throughout my time living here, I've now learned to develop that.
It's not true at all.
It's not true. It's not true at all.
Multi-millionaires who didn't even see their first $500,000 until they were 35. It's people work for this their whole life, whatever it is they're trying to do, and time is just a man-made concept. It's what you make of it type deal.
Yeah. I think it's like a societal cultural thing too. Yeah. Like in America, like you have to be doing this, you have to be moved out, or you have to be providing in some type of way, or you got to have some type of success level in like our culture, but it's totally like a man-made thing of like a society thing, and in other cultures around the world it's not like that at all and shit. Like,
no.
I feel all y'all
I think
on
it
that.
comes from social media too. It enforces a certain stages you're supposed to be at, and they say comparison is one of the leading causes to unhappiness. So
comparison is the thief of joy. That's what I've learned, and I've also preached that really quick. It's just, bro, you just gotta trust the process. Just trust the process, enjoy the journey. Everything else will fall in line. Like, I was talking to King Corey. He came into the club last night, and you know, he was thanking me so much about us giving him the opportunity to come on a podcast.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, King Corey coming to the Activated Podcast. Coming soon. We ain't gonna give you the date yet. We just gonna be like, woo, wow, woo out the bam, bitch. But yeah, he was thanking me about giving the opportunity and stuff like that. And he was like, I've learned that if you just learn to let things happen and all that kind of stuff, your life will end up so much better. And we got to talking about pretty much the same thing here. So, you know, you just gotta trust that everything will fall in your favor, and just let that shit flow.
Yeah, I think that like, I don't know. It's weird because like there's no one right way to live. And so social media and things make you feel as if there is one right way to live, or you should have this done, or this is the right way to do things. And it's not true at all. And it's fucked up because of like the consumerism culture that has been told on us for our whole lives since the day we were all born. You have to have this, you gotta buy this, you gotta do this. If you don't have these shoes, or you don't look this way, or you aren't doing this, you're not successful. And like there's so many different ways to be successful in life, and it's really fucked our generation up.
It has. And if you look at comparison wise to the rate and percentage of anxiety and depression among people up to even the ages of 25 in comparison to the uprise of social media, they directly correlate.
Yeah.
Because you all you're looking at, is some girl who doesn't have, what everybody else has, and she she don't dress like that, or the boy who's scrawny and he's not up there with the kids. His mama can't afford for him to go to football, whatever the case may be. Now they have something in their hands where they can watch everybody else have what they don't.
Yeah.
And it's confusing at that age, 14, 15, we're highly influenced. And if you keep that influence, it's that's why they call stuff like that a drug,
Yeah.
It's
total dopamine.
The game just posted a picture yesterday. It was a bunch of pills, but like every pill was like an app, even Google was and he was like, we're all addicted, and which is true. Social media is a bittersweet thing, because it does bring so much positivity to the table if you use it right, but at the same time, like anything, like too much of anything can be a bad thing. And now I feel like people see it more than ever because, like you said, anxiety and depression and all of that kind of stuff, and cyberbullying and all that negative shit. Now you're starting to see much more of it, and it does kind of seem like as social media gets better, or just social media gets better, depression and stuff gets worse because everything is accessible.
Yeah, people that can't break that cycle, people that can't learn to live outside of a box in their hand, like a literal black mirror.
I think it does. Here's my take on it, is that social media and the internet has done amazing things, but we've been told at this point that we can't live without it, but humans lived for so long without it. Like humans lived for thousands of years without social media and the internet.
Where do you feel like social media started? Like or not so much.
Oh, we gotta go back to like instant messenger, MySpace,
forums were kind of a form of social media too. I know they had a lot of forums.
MySpace
is what really
yeah.
Well, it took it to a new. It innovated it, and it made it separated. It took it took off with MySpace. Like if you're talking about social media, it goes back a little bit further, but MySpace took it off. It changed it.
Yeah. It took it to a new ball game.
I had all the codes. I could hide my friends. I could hide my song. You ain't finna press pause on this song, okay? I had the page short, hidden comments, scrolling pictures with a music quote on top, and that's all that was on there. And that's $100,000 job now, and I'm sad.
Yeah. I've seen the meme. I've seen the meme when it said when Tom from MySpace was teaching you how to do a $500,000 job, and
those people run the world now. Our programmers, I'm telling you. And in 15
I knew how
years,
to do
it's
all
a wrap.
of it. I'm sad.
Yeah, they really, and that's pretty crazy too. That like they were teaching us how to code, and then you go to Facebook, which was the next big one, and they just took it all away. Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing too is. Like social media is like hella censored in its own form. Like Facebook just constricts you to being, you can only do it this way. Like you couldn't make yourself different. So it even brought people closer. Like it makes them almost seem similar. Like, oh, this person's I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have really that personalized background or friend profile where top 8, and they just took away the customization, and they gave everyone the same slate layout, so that everybody is kind of similar. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but then what did they add? But what did they add then? Then they started. They took away
the status.
They took away the personalization and gave you numbers. Because now it's all about, before it was about top 8s, who was in your top 8, and yada yada yada. And like I said, the personalization, they took that away, and then basically, in a way, they made it a game. Now it's all about
for people's approval.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's all about who got the most likes, or who got the most comments, or who got the most followers. Like MySpace, I had so many fucking followers, and I knew maybe like if I had like 500 friends on MySpace, I probably knew like 200.
Yeah.
Now on Facebook, I don't know how many followers I have, but there be some like I'll be scrolling through. I'll be like, who the fuck is this? When did I accept this person? Type shit. And I need to clean that shit up, bro. Cause like clean that shit up of all the negativity, and that's now I feel like with the reason why Facebook has to keep like trying to compete with the rest of the apps, even though Facebook bought Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I'm
so
on it.
And at one point in time, I believe they tried to. Who bought Vine? Somebody bought out Vine. No, what happened with Vine was Instagram started doing when Vine was popping. Instagram was working on trying to do the 10-second videos. Video clips too. And when that rolled out,
nothing will compare to Vine. Rest in peace.
Vine had a nasty ass like.
I like Vine because it constricts you to 7 to 10 seconds, and like shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to watch 2 minutes of a video. Like you just would click on it, and that shit was hilarious. And just like 7 seconds, you're dying laughing.
I love
Vine.
That's why I liked Vine.
Vine, that was literally your 10 seconds of fame. That could have literally have been your 10 seconds.
And that's how a lot of people got up. DC Young Fly,
King Karan, King Bosch, like a lot of the comedians.
Yeah, people did
in the world.
Yeah,
that are popping now. Capitalized on Vine, and like I said, that
was a way to do it. That was a way to do it.
How long was Vine popping? I would say
Vine
maybe
was popping for 3 years.
2 years max, bro.
2 years max.
2.5.
I give it like 2.
2 years.
Oh,
bro, you know what? And like they were perfect for the World Star like videos of the
Vine comps.
bro.
World
those
Star
fools
Vine
are so
comps were
shitty now, bro. Like they don't even have good shit on there anymore.
That's
the
also
owner
because
died.
the owner
he
died. So.
But they were, Vine, World Star Vine comps used to be ruthless, and then they got a little more censored. But they, oh my goodness, I remember me and Reggie used to watch Vine comps every morning when they would come out. We watch them over and over.
Bro, niggas couldn't wait.
Waiting for the new ones, bro.
Bro, it
And
come out
we
on
had
Monday.
the days and shit ready.
Yeah, we like, bro, the
she was on it. Like niggas would come home. Niggas would come home. Mind you, we lived in a house that had 6 people, but on any given day, there was 10 people in there, and 2 people only lived there.
Yeah,
But we would come home, and she'd be upstairs. She'd be like, "Yo, y'all seen that new Vine comp? Tianna, it's 9:30 in the fucking morning. How did you see it already?" But you know what though? Hey, turn that shit on. Hey, fuck it, turn that shit
if
on.
it wasn't that, I was they mad because I'm watching Dexter or Criminal Minds.
But on some social media, hey man, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, man, because he got all these things. Listen, because he got all these things on my phone sending me private policy updates, man. That shit's annoying as fuck. Everything I do on my phone, we've updated our private policy.
They've never known more about the everyday citizen than fucking after social media.
Bruh,
These last 10 years, bro, it's a wrap.
You'll have a conversation with somebody on the phone, and then I see an ad for it on Instagram. Never seen the ad before at all.
Yeah, you gotta start turning your mics off.
Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm not gonna go like trying to go conspiracy, but I don't give a fuck if your phone is even off, bro. They're listening to you. I know that. I know it, bro. They put back doors in them bitches, bro. They're fucking. There is so much money. That's probably the biggest shit in the world right now. Is private data all over the world. People are paying probably big bucks for that shit. Facebook, bro. Facebook has been selling your data for years, and that's how they got so fucking rich. Fuck the advertisements. They've been selling your data for how long? That's all.
I mean, if you want a couple warrants, some Swiss cheese credit, then I have at it.
So uninteresting.
And if you go, I would say if you want to have that, be my guest. Let me start fresh, cause I need that 650 credit score and some white people money.
I just don't see. The internet got so big and it's so part of our lives now. Like,
it makes
people
everything
just
accessible.
don't understand though. I'm telling you, like, they didn't have all this shit 50 years ago. So humans lived for so long without this shit.
You know what?
I mean, really,
so
30
long
years
without
ago,
electricity.
there wasn't even. It wasn't like it was now. Even
20 years ago.
Yeah.
No matter how you can go decade by decade by decade, and every decade it was something.
But you want to know, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about how different states and their recidivism rates, like the rate that people go back to prison after they've been released, and we're talking about the influence of technology on that. And there's some states where if you look into it, they'll have like programs for prisoners who've been locked up for 10-20 years and now they're about to go back out, on how to readmit them into society. But a lot of states don't have that, which is why we have crazy recidivism rates. But like nowadays, you can't get a job without a cell phone. 20 years ago, you could get a job without a cell phone.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. You can't even fill out applications for most places because all of them are online. So it's the heightened and importance of technology in this society is so crazy that it can affect recidivism rates for prisons.
Yeah.
It can affect employment rates. It can affect that's how much we rely on technology as a society today. And while technology is great, like he said before, too much of anything is a bad thing. And I feel like we're about to get headed into a crazy direction, even civilly as a country, because I feel like this whole rise in racial tensions and everything. Will Smith has said something along the lines of this has never stopped happening. It's just we have the ability to record it and put it on the internet and have millions of people see it at once. And so it makes all that, and it changes all that. Technology literally runs the world, and it's crazy.
That's facts.
I think I think it's the biggest change in human socializing and just human society in general since we learned how to farm. like thousands of years ago, since agriculture came about, because we've never become so more reliant on something as the internet right now. Like newspapers and stuff, yeah, radio, electricity, we rely on electricity, but this is the biggest shift and the biggest reliance on anything since agriculture was discovered around the world 10,000 years ago or whatever for the first time.
The Industrial Revolution.
Even more than that, it's completely everything's connected to technology. The places you eat, where you go, how you get there, how you communicate with people, emailing with jobs. It's the first time that your boss can be texting you communicating with you when you're off of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people for so long, even farming, and if they worked on something or anything, anywhere they worked, they would go home. And it's just like with school and bullying and depression and stuff like that. The kid, you used to go home and you wouldn't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
And same with work. And then now, if you're working, if you have a certain type of job, you're working 24/7 for a lot of jobs. Email, contacting people, making sure that this is good or this is that, and so it's
Delaney,
a huge shift.
Hey Delaney, I need you to come in early tomorrow.
Man,
Bitch, it's 9:30 at night. I am off work. Don't text
called
me.
off.
But
the day before, you 7 hours before, can you come in? Like even an hour before,
I've had that happen.
Hey, can you come
How
in?
fast
right
can
now,
you get here?
Hey, can you come in like right now? It's an emergency type shit. But see now, I don't know. I really don't know if this is other states either. But like now, for shit like that, they have to pay you for it. A lot of jobs will now pay you for it. So if I gotta send you a text message or if I gotta phone call you, granted it's not a lot because it's a simple text message. But like now they be like, oh, well, for every message that me and you have to send, the company will put like an extra 10 cents or like 10 cents per whatever. Everybody has their own.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that
jobs
shit either.
Like if you have to
On the border owes me a lot of money.
No way. Yeah, bro. The American workforce is so fucked up that in 20 years, 30 years of us doing this shit, of you being in constant contact with your employer, it's a wrap, bro.
I think in 20 years, a lot more shit's going to be automated. I think in 20 years, a lot more shit's going to be automated.
Bro.
So I think now, for real, like
not a lot, you think, but bro, we're in 2018. Like things are getting automated, yes, but that shit requires money. And bro, America,
you think they ever gonna run out of that?
I don't think it's, dude, there's people like Americans think they have so much power that they have like the unions and so they'll fight it. The trucking industry, who they say that's gonna be the most affected by automation because trucking is so big in America.
But you see they've came out with the very first self-automated driving semi-truck that drove from California to Florida.
Yeah,
the only human.
How much is that motherfucker? $1 million, $2 million? I know they have the Tesla. The Tesla they're doing semi trucks and whatnot, but they're still gonna need someone to take off the food. It's gonna take a while. Like,
Tesla got some things going on with free energy. It's just that we live in a capitalistic society.
Yeah, and capitalism doesn't want you to have free time. So the more they automate, the more you're gonna have free time.
Ain't nothing in this
When
world
Nikola
free.
Tesla died, they destroyed his tower of free energy.
What I'm saying is we've never worked. As a collective of 350 million people, have never worked so hard before and been in constant contact of fucking work. You can't even go home and see your family without your boss texting you. Like, you don't go to the beach and just like not worry about getting a phone call from work or something's happening or you got to do something and you're constantly doing something. We've already talked about it. 3 jobs. You shouldn't have to work 3 jobs. Shouldn't have to work 120 hours a week.
It's a wrap.
I feel you on all that too.
And everybody has their own, personal thing that they want to do, but I personally don't want to work to live. You know, there's no point. I'm not seeing my life. I'm literally, the only thing I'm doing is working to be alive. Like, and that's not really being alive. And that's, you know, it goes to a lot of things what people say about so many people in this world live for 75 years plus, but they've been dead since they were 22. And I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to just work and work and work and work and not be able to do anything with that. You know, I'm not saying, I mean, I hate being unemployed. I always have a job, but what I mean by that is that I want my time as well. So but you know,
I'm telling you, it's it's a very American cultural thing, I think, because in Europe, go to Europe and go talk to them how they work. They get a month off of vacation a year, and you have to take it.
Yeah.
There is nothing else. You have to go off of work. You can't, like where I work, which I'm not saying, you can save up your time, your vacation time, and sell it or whatever. But fuck that. Like workers need to take time off.
That's
and what I'm saying is you don't get any time off now. There's no time off. Like, I have no time off. There's no such thing as where there isn't something to do for the day and I can't relax. Like, you think about it the next day, or you do have time to relax, so you stop and you go home, but then you have something else to do the next day, so you're planning, or there's always something going on.
Something going on, yeah.
I'm sure that our generation in 60 years is going to have a low lifespan because of
stress.
And constantly being stimulated. And this is what I try to tell my homie. We're so stimulated 24/7. Your brain is not supposed to be fucking so active for so long.
On so many different aspects
And
at the same time.
So do y'all think that's the main
It's an
reason
overload.
why?
It's an overload.
Do you think that's
Yeah.
why so many people get so mentally tired so quickly?
Yeah, it's an overload, and that's why our personalities are the ones getting fucked up. That's why you're getting the depressed and the anxiety, because that's the most easily affected. Not necessarily your body energy levels, but things like your mood and your personality, because that's the most recently developed stuff in our
like
brains.
how much you can handle. Like there's people out here, and you know, I've been through my fair share of things, but there are people out here that they carry everything on them, and 10-20 years ago that wouldn't have been the case, you know. And even when I was saving money to move out here to California, I was serving in Indiana, so I was only making $2 an hour as a server. So all my money came from tips. But because I made $2 an hour, I could work as much as I wanted to. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. Every 2 weeks, I'd get a paycheck for about 107, 110 hours, and that paycheck would be $11. And I mean, I just had my tip money. So I was, literally, working never nonstop. I had maybe 4 hours before I had to wake back up, go back, do it again, you know. And even on my days off, I have to make sure this is done, 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 and then I need to go to sleep because I have to work in the morning.
I did that shit. I did that same shit though. Like 3 jobs back. I worked 3 jobs to move out here. Like I would get up at like 7, go work at AT&T from 8 to 4, get off at 4 o'clock, go to Lids and work from 5 to 9, 5 to 9:30. Get off there, go to Brothers, work from 10 till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then go home for like 3 hours, 3-4 hours sleep, get up, do that shit again. And I would do that. I did that shit 4 days a week for like 4 or 5 months, bro. And I mean, but I would say all of that shit, man, that shit was worth it because it got me out here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like everybody should have to do that, but there are certain things you got to do, you know, to get to where you want in your life. Like me and Tianna, like we got to a point that we were fed up with what Indiana was offering us. And we motherfuckers did what they had do what they had to do. They had to bust their ass. For us, it didn't come as easy. JoJo, the hobo or whoever, may luck up on a job that transfers him out here, type shit. You see what I'm saying? But it's
well, I
definitely,
did have that luxury. I did have a job that transferred.
Yeah,
out
That's
here.
dope.
yeah,
I
me
did.
too. Me too. And the military was very, very helping and getting me out here too. But that still didn't mean we didn't have to bust our ass for X amount of months to save up to move out here.
And now I gotta go back.
But it's all for good reasons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
But
it's still devastating, with how hard I worked, not to just get here, but to remain here for as long as I did. It's still gonna come to that. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm so glad I ever made the decision to leave Indiana and come out here, because I feel different. I feel different when I think about things, when I go through things, the way I process things. I feel like a different person. I feel better about it. I mean, I still have, my bad days, but I feel like I've never been this grounded. This, I guess is the best word for it. And I'm just going to use, that same ambition that got me out here to get me where my next step is. And it's not in Indianapolis. So, but I mean, it's minor setback for a major comeback, So,
just as long as you use that same ambition to get out here and, to go into your next step of your life, as long as you use that same ambition, you'll never get stopped. You'll never get stopped. You might get slowed up, with a little road bumps and construction.
there's definitely a whole lot of construction going on right now.
Hey, but normally, unless it's the highway, if you see a lot of construction, that means something big is coming. But like I said, unlike the highways, that's not the case. They'll do all that construction to put a stoplight there, But it's onto the hip hop scene. Drake's album's been out for a while, a couple weeks. I feel
1
like
week.
based off of that, I'll
4
say
out of 10.
I'll say
Excuse me?
4 out of 10. If you take 25 songs and you take probably like 4 of them are good. So 4 out of 10.
Last night at my job, me and my other security
6 out
guard
of 10.
coworkers, they all
don't
was
know.
like,
I'm calling the police.
That shit's
they was like,
Drake
one
is
homie,
so
one
weak
homie,
now.
my homie Malik, he was like, I found one good song on there, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even listened to the whole thing.
Oh my
I can't
God.
I can't,
Nah.
I can't.
Okay,
do it.
okay. I'll give you this. I really like this album, and I will give you that I
I'm
definitely
curious to hear
wouldn't
her
put
top
it.
5 Drake albums.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Drake
put it
songs,
above.
albums.
I wouldn't put it above Nothing Was the Same.
Is that number one, or is it Take Care? You look like you want to say Take Care. You look like you want to say Take Care.
No. When's the Take Care sounds so outdated now. I don't care what.
Take
Care
Care was
is
my
Take
favorite.
Care
iconic.
is
Take
not
Care
his
is
best
iconic,
album.
and a lot of guys don't like Take Care as much as females. Me,
You want to know why?
Take Care was everything.
You want to know why? Because he was so like, and there's nothing wrong with it, first and foremost. But just from a guy standpoint, like nobody wants to hear a guy talk about it that much. He was more women empowering and like talk. He was connected more to the females, and niggas be like, bro, I don't want to hear all that shit, bro.
I remember the fucking Twitter used to roast Drake so bad. Like,
Thank Me Later. Oh man.
Thank Me Later was like when he was
Thank
really
Me
spitting.
Later was the summer. The summer that Thank Me Later came out was my most ratchet summer.
What was that? 2010.
Like
What was that? Take Care. 2010. I think it was July.
walking
2010.
around in Sophie shorts and tank tops in my neighborhood with different people doing things we probably shouldn't be doing. So, but it was fun, But Take Care is definitely up there. I'd have to say Take Care for no order for top 3. It'd have to go Take Care, Thank Me Later, and Nothing Was the Same.
I'm going. Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. Thank Me Later.
Are you okay? First of all, if
That's
you're
an
reading
album.
this,
I don't
it's
wanna-
too late. If you're reading this, it's too late.
That's an album.
That's not. That's the.
That was an
That
album.
shit is good. I'm gonna go. Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. And
But you said
then
4 out of
So
10 for
Far Gone.
Scorpion.
Huh? And you
You-
said what was the
So
last
Far
one?
Gone.
So
So
Far
Far
Gone?
Gone was a mixtape, wasn't it?
It's the same thing as
And
if you're
top
reading this, it's
5
too late.
Drake projects, not albums.
Okay. Then
And
yeah.
top 3.
Yeah.
All I know is Drake has no classics. Drake does not have any classic albums. No classic
Hey,
albums.
but you know
we
what,
already
though?
talked about
You know
this
what?
last podcast.
True.
I don't want-
True. You know what? My homie said that last night too. He was like, "Bro, there's nothing. Drake has not came out with anything where we ride and I be like, yo, I gotta turn this shit up, or
Yeah.
like I'm a
What?
like
No.
Album wise,
Where am
absolutely
I?
not.
You guys are lying. I can't.
That's because he gives you picture captions. He gives you picture captions.
He's gonna take a break.
Females,
he's
females
not gonna drop for a while.
live- Bro, females.
He's not gonna
I
live
agree
for
with
the
that.
Drake.
I agree with that. I agree with
He
that.
needs to take a break. I don't need Drake for 4 years, bro. I'm telling you, 4 years until another Drake album.
Okay.
I would
Really
love
quick.
that
So,
because
yeah,
then
'cause if
maybe
you think
I
about it-
might want to listen to Drake album.
You know what?
I
And
told you,
think you're right, though,
70
'cause-
songs in 2.5 years of Drake.
But
God,
think about it. Think about this, bro. 2.5 years. When did If You're Reading This, It's Too Late come out?
That was
shit. I mean,
2014.
2015.
I think it was the end of 2014, 2015.
I think it was the end of 2014 because Madonna was
Are you
my
shaking it?
life.
It's 2015.
Hey, Madonna is the best song on that bitch. it's
Madonna
2015?
was-
Yeah.
Okay, now it's only been 3 years then. So you think about how many songs
Even
that
more,
had.
so like
but-
90. God.
So you think about that. That had like 20, let's just say 20 songs. And then
Oh,
that
way
year.
shorter than that.
Huh?
It was a shorter album.
But
If You're Reading This, Is Too Late, I thought it was at least like 18.
oh no, that shit is like 18 songs.
Okay,
Look, Jay-Z's
Message. Hey, we got the orders coming in.
Jay-Z has had 14 albums and probably only like 6 are good. Like 6 or 7 are really
classics?
good.
How many
He's
classics
got
does he have?
true classics, true 100% rap classics, 2.
And what do you think they are?
Blueprint and the Black Album.
I'd
Those are his
actually have to
only
agree with that.
true classic rap albums where no matter what, those are just timeless. He has 2 true classics. Then he's got another tier of close but miss the mark.
Okay, so basically, okay,
Magna
really quick.
Carta, 444. It hasn't even had time to really become
I think that's a
classic.
classic though, and I've said that. I think that is a classic, and people will
Because of the
will-
direction that he was going into it
And
with,
that's cool.
the timing of it, yeah. But
Yeah, like-
but
and
like he said, as for if you're just going off of what hip hop is, what rap lyricism is,
Oh,
he
man.
has had
Yeah.
2 classics.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? And I'll say,
And I might be biased because I've never been like the biggest Jay-Z fan. You know, I'm not
Jay-Z
that.
that nigga, boy.
Yeah,
I-
I fuck with Jay-Z, but
We
he
gonna
only
see.
has
I
2.
mean, I
we gonna
fuck
see
with
who
him,
touches
yeah,
Billy
but-
first.
He knows that too. Jay-Z knows that too. Oh, I'm sorry. 3, Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt's a classic.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, you really
Reasonable
good?
Doubt.
At some point in time, I was gonna come back and be like, so you just gonna leave out Reasonable Doubt? Yeah.
But mainstream wise, you got to take Reasonable Doubt out. That's only for people who really fuck with Jay-Z
Yeah.
or are really like into hip hop.
Yeah, but Drake. But back to Drake, I think he's on that Wayne shit. Like he's kind of like out raps himself or out, something like that. Because again,
I don't agree.
think about it. No, think about it.
He doesn't
think,
even write his songs. So
think about this.
I mean,
though.
yeah, okay.
he doesn't write his raps.
But at the same time, just
Maybe he
like
does some. He used to write hella of his shit. I know when he was coming
But
up and he was
he's-
writing for other people.
He stopped writing when he got the beard.
okay, but
I
at the
hate
end of the
critiquing
day,
Drake because I
at the
just
end
feel
of
like
the day, he is who he is. Just
Yeah.
like Lil Wayne. Even when Wayne kind of started to die off rapping about the same thing, same lyrics, same thing type that. Lil Wayne is still Lil Wayne. Like, he is still who he is, and I feel like
Yeah.
Drake has made it to that point to where
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
So
where
stop
no
fucking
matter
dropping
what.
music for 4 years, because we will still like Drake will still be Drake in 4 years. Drake will still be Drake in 20 years.
Drake
but he
has got to
doesn't
that point.
realize that yet. He doesn't realize his name is already solidified with the Diddy's and the J's and the
Amongst
Waynes
the
and
greats.
the Eminems.
Yeah.
Like he feels like he still has something to prove, and that's why
Because-
you get this lackluster stuff.
Because keep it real. You know, we all sit here and may think that Lil Wayne has declined in his abilities, but
Bro,
no matter what,
declined, he's
every time
trash now.
huh?
Wayne is trash now.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
okay, and
Whack.
that may be your
One of
opinion.
some
That
of
may
the
be
worst
your
raps I've ever heard have come from Lil Wayne in the last 5 years, bro.
Okay, but what I'm getting at is that no matter
Man.
what, that may be true, but every time Lil Wayne comes out of a project, you at least give him the respect of listening to it.
Yeah,
trying.
of course, and I'll
Yeah.
always
You
support
know what
Wayne.
I'm saying?
I
you
love Wayne.
you at least give
I
him
love
that
Wayne.
respect because
what
he's
was that
earned
last
it.
thing he dropped? Was it the last thing was a Carter 4?
No, dedication. What, the album?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it's the
dropped
Carter
that shit
4.
with 2
That was
Chainz.
so
Oh my god,
Awful, man.
that shit with 2
College
Chainz was
Grove.
bad, bro. He dropped that shit with Lil Wayne and T-Pain dropped that mixtape like a year
T
ago,
Wayne.
bro.
After they were supposed to drop that back in like 07.
Trash.
I ain't even.
No Ceilings 2, trash. Dedication 5, trash. Like, bro, what was that one he dropped on?
Garbage.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm hoping the Carter 5 is great, but man,
And
I got hopes.
The thing is, he be having his sparks. He has his little flares. And you be like, oh yeah, that's that
Yeah, you
05.
think-
That's that 05.
Because the
Wayne.
Carter 3 was iconic, and then the Carter 4 was trash. So I need the Carter 5
I
to
think-
at
I
least
think
be a
I'm putting
median.
the Carter 2 is the best Lil Wayne album ever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'd actually have to agree with you.
I don't
The
know,
Carter
man.
2. The Carter 2 was the best
Carter,
album
the
ever.
I
Carter
think
2 and the
3
Carter
is
3 are
hit-
my.
Huh?
I think 3 is pinnacle peak Wayne. I think.
Well,
yeah,
because
yeah,
he was
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah.
He was
You
the
don't
first
get
rap
any better than that.
because he sold 1 million in the first week. When's the and this is albums actual hard copy
And that shit
hard copy.
leaked hella. Like,
A
that
lot.
shit was leaked.
A lot,
Yeah.
bro. A lot. But you know, he still sold 1 milli. You know, what do you think the Carter 3 would have did in today's world? With all
Right
the
now?
streamings, yeah, with all
Right
the
now?
streamings and all that kind of stuff.
Not that good.
You don't think so?
Bro, Drake's not even selling a milli in a fucking.
I mean,
Yes, he did. He
This
streamed.
is my
He
girl. Shout out
streamed
my
what
girl.
10 million
No, he just hit a
He
he
broke a
just hit a
record.
billion. He just hit 1 billion streams
in 1
on
week.
Spotify.
Yeah, but that's because not on Spotify. It's total
Was it total?
streams.
Yeah.
And of course he's gonna do that. You have to realize that more and more people are getting on streaming, and more people are getting stuff. So as that goes up, the
I
record.
mean,
Well, I
even
mean,
with
it's becoming-
iPhones, you can't even have music on there unless you have Apple Music or Spotify. You can't. I mean, you can't do anything.
yeah,
That's what it
that's
is.
forced consumerism
It's
too, and
forced.
shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
That's why I like Android. I get all the shits. I
You
get all the
finna
shit.
stop being able to download music to your phone too. You're gonna have
Hey.
to.
fucking.
Hey, that's cool.
Bro, I'm telling
I got
you,
this young
like,
memory card.
You
so
got
this shit
forced to have a phone. If you don't have a phone in today's society
can't
right
do
now, you're
anything.
fucked, bro. You
My
are
mom-
so fucked.
My mom just got an iPhone last year, bro. She just got an iPhone,
So fucked.
and she's
I told you earlier, you can't get a job. You
Even
can't-
okay, I'm talking our age. It's a wrap.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
Yeah.
wrap.
dead.
it's dead. Cell phones and just technology is the main reason why like shit like Toys R Us is out of business now. And that,
Well,
that
that's
hurts my
online
heart.
ordering. Amazon and shit killed fucking
But
Toys R Us.
Yeah, but
And-
9 times out of
But
10.
it's technology too. Kids don't want like building sets anymore. Kids
Nah, let me
want
get them iPads. Let me get them
Kids want-
PlayStation 3s and
Parents want to
iPhone.
get their kids an iPad
Yeah.
because they're 6 and they don't know what to do with them other than put them in front of YouTube videos. That
Yeah,
kids-
Which
YouTube
I
is
do
so
not
toxic. YouTube
I
is
do
hella
not
toxic to a
understand
young
how-
kid's brain.
kids really want to sit and watch videos of another kid playing with toys.
yeah.
Like what?
Wow.
I don't.
Because it hits the same spots as that kid playing that toy. So the kid in his brain.
No, I
he's
wasn't-
or
I wasn't
she
dis-
is
I wasn't
watching
disagreeing
it.
there.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
YouTube. but they're not getting the motor skills and the actual real life stuff. It's tricking their brain into thinking that they're doing it or that it's enjoyment. They're getting it's hitting the same like it's giving them dopamine just like playing with toys would. So they don't want to play with the toy because it costs more energy for their bodies and their brains. So their brains, it's tricking them into like, you know what I'm saying, watching it instead of doing it. So when they don't build the Legos, they're you're good. They don't with the Legos, they're not doing it. They're not learning the motor skills. They're not exercising their brains in that part
They're
of the
just
way.
watching it.
So it's satisfying them. That's why when they're so young, their brain's so pliable. It's satisfying them.
But it also leads to, kids having all types of attention disorders. They can't sit and pay attention to anything. They can't learn anything because they don't feel like they can do it.
Because it's not happening this
It's not
quick.
happening that second, and it's only going to enforce what we were talking about earlier. Not with social media.
It's going to condense.
It tricks their brains 100%. That's why.
It shortens everybody's attention
My
span
kids
too.
will grow up kids. We are going to go outside.
I'll say you're gonna be in. You better bring your ass in the house when the street lights come on.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm doing all that
like,
shit.
Have a basketball hoop and shit. Go play fucking.
You're not
outside
finna be
the
running
driveway,
in and out. You gonna be the earliest you can come back in this house is 6:00. Like,
Hey, go outside and go play. Turn that damn TV
something.
off. Go outside, go play.
like, or get your kids involved in something. And I'm not saying all kids are gonna want to play sports or they're gonna anything at all. You can get your kids now involved in finger painting classes. You can do whatever you want your kid wants to do. That you don't have to just
really quick. I just want to say, everybody, this is Zanny where the bar is at. I'll say for those of y'all who be hearing that hot fire on them beats, that's Zanny where the bar is at. Make sure you follow him, Zanny Baby 08. On Instagram and shit like that. Follow him on SoundCloud. But really quick, back to what you were saying, Tianna. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I was saying, oh man,
you was in deep.
We was talking because
Fucking
you don't have to have your kids just play football or girls be a dancer anymore or soccer. There's so much more that there is to do for kids. You can whatever your kid wants to do, even if they only do it for a year. My youngest brother he played soccer, he played basketball, he played football. And the moment he said, I don't want to play soccer no more, my mom was like, okay, but you're gonna do something. So find something you want to be involved in. She didn't limit us to, you have to do this, but you're gonna be involved in something because it's something needs to have part of your brain focus, it's not just sitting around on the internet doing nothing with that and deteriorating yourself. And it's not how I want my kids. I want my kids to drink out of the hose outside in the summertime type deal.
I don't know. I don't know if I want them to struggle that bad.
I'm not saying for struggle purposes, but that first gulp when you playing outside and everything, and y'all turn the hose on and everybody drink out the hose. That first cold drink used to save lives. Okay?
That was our Sprite. That was like, bro, nothing hit harder than that first sip of a Sprite, bro. When you crack that bitch open, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I seen the meme. It's stronger than a shot of Hennessy, bro.
Yeah,
you hit that Sprite, but your soul gets recalibrated.
I'm kind of thirsty myself.
But so what you giving Drake? Back to Drake. What you giving it? Out of 10.
She's gonna give it an 8.5.
She's gonna
Probably
give it like a 9.
a 7.
A 7. She said, "I'm feeling it," and then gives it a 7.
I said it wasn't better than nothing was the same. I said that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
But you're like,
that's a good number.
But when we
though.
give it, when we disagree,
8 out of 10. In my feelings, like I just.
He said some real shit.
He says he has a song called "Emotionless," and then "In My Feelings."
It's side A, side B.
Aren't they on the same side though?
No, in my feelings is on the second one.
Oh, yeah. I'm not listening to Scorpion ever again. That's just what you're getting from me.
Non-stop.
No, I don't. No, I don't even. Nope.
Wait, are you saying like
Take you,
nonstop
fuck it
as in
up.
like continuous play?
No,
Or,
No,
like,
stop the song.
The song.
See, I didn't even know that. That's how much. That's
See,
how much I haven't got.
Go
into
get
it.
cultured.
Huh?
Go. You should at least listen to it
The-
because, like I said, there's no matter what. I feel like there is good songs on that album.
I mean,
There-
yeah. It's just like, damn, man. You got 25 songs, and then I'm only from what I'm giving it. I guarantee you, I'll probably find maybe like 4 songs. But so, do you know how many times I'm gonna be wrong about a song? 4 out of 25. You know how many bad songs I'm going to come across? 75% of them. So it's like, damn, man, where do I start? Where do I start to find a good song? Like, because once I get like 2 songs in that I don't like, all right, man, fuck this shit, man.
I would be
All
fine
right.
with actually never getting another Drake album.
I think I'll be
I would be
content with that.
butthurt if I didn't get another Cole or Kendrick album, but I
Yeah.
would be I
Yeah.
would be fine if I didn't get another Drake
never-
album.
I
Never
can't
cried
agree with
with
that
a
last
hot
part, but
job.
I agree with that first part. I will be hurt if I do not get another album from Kendrick or Cole.
or
Well, shit,
their
Kendrick-
collaboration.
Kendrick
album.
gave us. I mean, Cole gave us 2
KOD.
in 2 years.
He's been on fire because ever since 2014, so within 4 years he's given us 3 albums, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not bad, but they're way better.
And then I
Well,
saying,
For Your
And I
Eyes
think
Only
Kate-
is Cole's weakest album, Cole's weakest project. I think
I don't thi-
since. Bro,
For Your Eyes
come
Only. Come on. For Your
I
Eyes
fuck
Only.
with it,
pretty
but
much put out
damn.
a whole perspective of what it's like to grow up, and be a black man with a kid in America. Like he put that
Yeah.
perspective into it to be a father. I feel like it was a story. I feel like it was slower than what a lot of people expected it to be.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it
he also
was
talks about marriage though.
it's about
He was.
Bro,
to be honest, I get what you're saying.
clothes is okay. Or folding
clothes.
clothes and
I wanna
changes is
fold clothes
fire.
for you.
Changes should have been a fucking smash hit.
For
bro.
your
Yeah.
the
Changes
very
should have
last
been
song,
a
For Your
smash.
Eyes Only, is bro. That song gets played daily. Like that's
You fuck with that song?
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, you
Bro,
love the outros. You love Mortal Man too, huh?
Bro,
Mortal Man.
Yeah,
Cause they-
Mortal Man is
bro,
that.
I'm saying.
Crazy.
Bro, I ain't gonna
Mortal
lie.
Man
The
is
greatest
insane.
outro from Drake is The Ride. That's his
Oh.
that's his greatest song, ending song. And that Mortal Man, bro, like, and then like I said, For Your Eyes Only, like I fuck with it so much because it's so vivid into like, because he talks about things that I see. I see, and I'm pretty sure Tianna's seeing it too. Like, she's seen people grow up as friends together and yada yada yada, and one of them's life goes this way, the other one goes that way, and all that kind of stuff. So it's so vivid, and I can relate to it so much. But to say that, you might actually be right, like, and that's just no shade to like,
Yeah,
For Your
yeah.
Eyes Only as an album. But let me ask you this: do you put it above Born Sinner?
No.
Do you put it above Forest Hills?
No.
Do you put it up? You put it above
KOD.
KOD?
No. I also feel like KOD went over a lot of people's heads.
It's gonna be another 444. It's gonna take some people,
Bro,
not some people. It's
no
gonna take some
one-
time.
444 is okay.
Bro,
It's okay.
in terms of lyrics and stuff, yeah, but like, but I feel like as far as the message, they'll learn. Like, it'll come back.
I like
and-
Magna Carta more than 444.
But like
at this point.
KOD, like it flew over so
Yeah,
many
KOD is
people's heads.
heat.
Like
I haven't
KOD,
really listened to it. since
people
it
will
came out.
literally like ride around blasting ATM like he means
Count
like
it up.
counting money,
Count it
like and he's talking about the whole opposition of money, like the whole song. And
Can't take it.
but
Yeah,
people are
but
using
you
it in
can
that
without
other
it.
it's I feel like the album cover artwork went over so many people's heads, and just the aspect of everything, just him being this king that's getting high off these kids getting high to hide pain and that stigma being enforced over and over again
Caused by
through
what?
music.
That's caused by what? Technology and social media.
So and I feel like people really didn't get every single message from that album, because it took me 3-4 listens, and each time I'm catching something new that I
Yeah.
didn't catch before. You know, but a lot. It just goes over so many. I think the video even went over hella people's head. This
Yeah, that
man had
video
on a
is fire.
straight jacket in the.
The video's fire.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so moving away from music, we're getting close to the hour mark, so we'll just switch it up. I wanted to ask, is there anything that you want to say or get off your chest and that people should hear? And go ahead and say it. Is there anything that you just feel lately that you just want to rant about?
Yeah, or let your voice be heard on anything that's on your mind or whatever, whether it be
Anything.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna sit back on this one.
I had made a post about this, a few days ago, since we've been talking about social media and everything through the podcast. But I've been going through, a lot of different things, just a crazier period of time. And I was talking to a couple of friends, and, each one of them was like, oh, but you look so happy on Instagram. So, Snapchat, you look good. You look like you're doing fine. And I'm just like, when did that become a stigma, a standard for when to check on your friends, to know if they're doing okay? And I'm not saying, you got to be all up on somebody. We're all adults. We have, our own separate lives to live. Everybody gets through that. However, it should never get to a point to where if it's someone you care about, you assume that they are doing good and that they wouldn't, appreciate talking to someone about anything because you saw their Snapchat story. Because a lot of people, especially like, myself and the stronger friend of the group, I'm only going to put on the internet positivity. I'm only going to put, things that help to uplift other people, things, happy aspects about my life. I'm not one to sit and post a picture of me crying. Let's just say that. Like, and it baffled me, because I'm the type of person where I reach out. I'll text my friends. I'll be like, hey, what you doing? I'll randomly call you. I'm that friend. And it's, yeah, I like to check on my people. I like to make sure that they are okay. And it's not common anymore. It's crazy that we've become so succumbed by that. So all I want to say is, check on your friends, check on your family, make sure that the people that you care about, know that you care about them, because every single day is not guaranteed. You don't always get the chance to tell somebody, yo, I love you. I appreciate what you do for me before something happens. There's too many people, that's happened to. And I just feel like love is the solution to so many things that have been going on. And I spent so many years of my life angry about so much. And it's just, when I discovered love and gratitude can heal it, I just want to share that with the world. And I'm just like, everybody, get out this box in your hand and make sure that experience your life, and make sure the people that you love know that, And I'm not saying go all out your way for people who don't do nothing for you. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying practice love so that it's put more out in the air. And when that's put more out in the air, it's going to abundance itself. We're not even bodies. We are radiating energy. Like, when you radiate that certain type of energy, it's going to spread and spread and spread. Just like this whole independent revolution, independent people being born, that energy spread and spread and spread. Independent ideas, independent people in Congress, it's love can be done the same way. And I just feel like if more people practice that understanding and compassion instead of desensitization, I can't even get the word out, then we will be in so much of a better place as a society. And Also, don't ever give up.
Real shit.
Like, if I don't say nothing else.
Don't ever give up on anything.
That's some real shit.
That's facts, though. That's facts. And
That was fire. I'm sitting here. You fucked me up. Tianna the Terror. Fucking the podcast up.
dropping bombs. Y'all want
to come on here and talk your shit? That's the bar right there.
It
She
was.
said
You better be coming correct
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. She's the Tianna J is the
TIANNAJAY Instagram.
yeah. Tianna J is here on the Activated
This one I have-
Podcast.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
I was
getting
like-
distracted. Yeah, I don't know
I
what
was
the
like,
hell's
what
about-
is that?
But we
I
good.
was-
You're good. But we
I'll say
chilling.
really quick. I'll say y'all gonna see on camera because I'm gonna bring him on camera. Izzy on right now though.
Working hard.
Working hard up here, strictly lit entertainment. But yeah,
We're getting all distracted at the last minute. But nah,
it's all good.
you be
I'll
talking
say-
your shit, and I'm dead serious. Activated. We out here. You know,
She's
for
the-
sure. That's the bar. So
I'm so
the
glad
first-
they put
if you
some
not that good, you're
estrogen
not
on
coming
here.
on.
They put some estrogen on the table.
Yeah, I'll say she's the
Yep.
first.
Yep.
She's the first
That's
of,
a big one.
quite a few things. She's the first female guest on here. She's the first non-entertainer. You know,
I am
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah. Is he on right now though? You can't see him, but he just walked by. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram and stuff too. Follow him on SoundCloud. But she is the entertaining one.
Yeah, definitely entertaining. This was a great episode.
Professionally, not professionally, she's the first.
I'm kind
the
of
first.
funny too sometimes, you know.
I'm just saying that on Activated, this shit is more than just for entertainers or musicians or
It's for
comedians.
athletes. It's
If you want to come on here
politicians.
and you feel some type of way and you're passionate like Tianna the Terror, get your ass on here. This place is a home for discussion and not debate. We've been debating things too long as a culture and as a society. And
Open
it's time to
discussion.
discuss.
You know
Open.
who you sound like, bro? You sound like that nigga Reggie.
I was just
Remember-
talking, man. I was
Remember
just
he would
talking to
like
somebody.
remember me and him we would argue sports or whatever, and then like at one point in time he was like, bro, I'm done debating about sports because like what is the purpose of
I
it?
had a
Yeah.
conversation with him about when we were living in North Park, and I was like, you can't have a conversation with nobody and have an opposing opinion anymore, and y'all talk like y'all discuss and debate teams are gonna go out the window because people don't know how to debate. People know how to take it personally, they know how to get angry, they know how to scream, they know how to make it feel like their point is the only point that is valid. Nobody knows how to debate and come to that agree to disagree at the end closure. And that's why debate is going to go out the window regardless.
Yeah,
It-
because I ain't gonna flex.
Communication lacks. Like,
I ain't gonna flex. I've learned and I've started doing it, but like I hate to make it sound so cliche because of who I am, but like LeBron James debates, I'm done with it. I'm done with the sports debates. You know, like no, for real, like, and that's kind of like what started it because like I'll look on social media and it'll be somebody said something about LeBron James, whether it's negative or positive, they'll have like 60 comments, and I'll just be like, bro, I'm not. And no matter how outlandish or off the wall I may disagree with that person, it's just like, man, it don't even matter, bro, because they're gonna have their opinion regardless. Like you 9 times out of 10 nowadays, you're not gonna change nobody's opinion, because they're gonna believe what they want to believe. So it's just like I'm gonna state my opinion. You state your opinion. That's it, and I respect it. You view it that way for whatever reason. Have at it. I'm not saying that's wrong. Whether it be 2 + 2 or 3 + 1, they both equal 4. Yeah, they both got there however way. So y'all got it, man. But yeah,
You're not gonna piss me off no more,
bro. Yeah,
you're
you're not
talking. We're discussing. If you want to have a conversation, and even if you don't agree with us, on anything we've said in these last 16 episodes, come on here and talk about it.
16.
Let's conversate. Let's have a discussion. Let's
I love
move
having
forward.
discussions.
You know, be positive. Let's talk about things. Let's get shit off our, talk our
Ooh-wee.
minds.
I
and-
guarantee you, I can drop one topic right now, and y'all will go for like 2 hours, maybe even longer than that. But I ain't gonna say it.
What is it?
Nope.
You already brought it up.
Nope. Just know that I know.
You already brought it up. So when does it say it?
I say, yeah. Let's. Let's not talk about it. Let's talk. I'll say we'll talk if we talked about the justice system and prison.
This will be a 5-hour podcast because I'm sitting right here.
That's what Q wants. That's what Q wants. Q wants to do like one podcast where we go like 4 hours.
Bro, I'd be trying to say they're gonna end up going for a longer time. Like we're gonna push to 2 hours and then to 3. We're gonna have some 3-hour discussions, bro. With some real
I can talk
fucking-
about the criminal justice system. I can talk the death penalty. I can talk how the cutting of funding for mental health run prison facilities leads to.
You see what I was talking about?
But you know what? The next time she's on this
You see
podcast,
what I was talking about?
because
World, she was about to.
we're putting it into the air right now, because she gonna be back.
She was.
That's gonna be the first topic. We gonna. That's gonna be the very first topic. We gonna come right.
And we gonna
away.
need like 4 memory cards, some Red Bulls.
But for real, let's talk, and then after
lunch
that,
and some snacks, cause boy, we gonna be here for a minute, chilling.
so we gonna discuss and the whole point of Activated is to get activated. So that's another
Red Bull,
thing.
if you
is
want to
take
sponsor the
action.
Activated podcast too,
Activated gives you wings.
Take action, work hard, be patient, follow what you want to do. There's gonna be bad things. Fell off a couple times, but always bounce back. Keep working. Stay activated. So that's what I'm saying that's what this podcast is about. And the more we go on, the more I realize it's about discussion and then taking action. And then I hope that we're helping anybody out or, confirming anybody's thoughts that they have from listening to us or anything like that. I'm just saying. So, and I appreciate Tianna the Terror.
I've
for
never
coming
heard
on.
that name till today, and I like it.
You're fucking the podcast up, and there's
to
definitely
fuck
more to
this
come.
shit up.
So, shout out to episode 16.
Yeah.
Hey,
And really
thank you.
Nah, I would say we ain't done yet because Q still gotta give a top 5. She
I'm
has
done.
to.
We already did. We did top 3 Drake albums.
Oh, is that? We
No
gonna-
top 5.
For my parting message, I just really want to touch bases on like just supporting one another, and because I feel like nowadays people are all about themselves. Like they feel like they can't help, while they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. It's like, oh, it has to be all about me. I have to get I got to get mines. And that's true. You got to get yours. But there's no reason why you can't get yours and somebody else can't get theirs too. And y'all can't, at least try to find a way to help each other to speed up the process. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I say it a lot on all my, on a lot of my posts. Nowadays, urban support is what's important. That is what can change everything in the game, is just supporting one another. And I just can't stress it enough, that if you see somebody's doing something, music wise, what's wrong with hitting the like button? What's wrong with hitting the share button? Somebody has an apparel company. Shout out Michi, Rare Form. When I can, I cop a shirt from them, whenever I can. Other people who are starting, podcasts. I've talked about it too. Calvin Turner with the Hack Attack podcast, man. Shout out to you. You just dropped a new episode, and I'll be checking on that too. Devon Shoemaker, the Blurred Report. He dropped another episode. Like, and I got no problems. If I can give 5-10 minutes or an hour scrolling on my phone, double tapping pictures, I can take an hour out of my time to listen to somebody else's voice, you know, and hear their opinion. I have no problems with that. I have no problems if you're starting your own business, and if I'm a consumer or whatever the case may be, I have no problems, you know, buying something when I can, if and when I can. I have no problems. I clearly have no problems name dropping on the podcast, bro, because like my whole thing is since I came out here, everybody eats. Everybody eats with me. You know, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do what I can when I can to help everybody. You know, and I think everybody doesn't have to have that exact same mentality as me, but like that's not me.
My bad, y'all.
Who's that? Who's that want to get on the podcast?
Nah, he's not coming on the podcast.
Okay,
I would have put him on. It's shout out Cronny P, but yeah, my bad, y'all. Fuck.
Hey, I was all for having a call in. No, I was all for having a call in. Just so you know, we're not too
I
good
seen my
at caller
FaceTime
IDs.
coming up on my laptop. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like bouncing, bro. And then like that, I got a call because I got to drop off these wedding invitations.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Q getting married.
Hey. All right, keep going. My bad.
But no, it's everybody doesn't have to have that same mentality, but like you don't have to have that mentality of like it's me against the world type thing. Like, oh, I can't work with this person because they'll get greedy. Like there's no reason for greed. There's enough out here for everybody. I can go out here and get everything I want, and there's still enough for you to get everything you want. Get everything you want. Like, and so just support one another. Like she said, love one another, support one another, you know. But yeah, so with that being said, make sure y'all follow me. It's your boy Mac2301. Follow Six Side MMA. You know, this
GDQ
is
the one.
The mastermind, GDQ the one. To the right, I got the wonderful, intelligent Tianna the Terror, Tianna J.
You want to say any last things? Anything?
I love my mama.
Oh yeah. Before you go, give me some shout outs. Give us some shout outs. This is the time. I just want to shout out first and foremost. I just want to shout out my mama. I love you, mama. Yeah. Shout out my cousin. Yeah, Pookie and them, my cousin Peaches.
Yeah, shout out to them. I'm saying. And shout out to all my friends, you know. And I am in a relationship, so shout out to him. Chocolate. But yeah, no, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my youngest brother, you know, graduating early, scholarship, full ride to college. He likes science, but he wants to go to school for business. But shout out to him doing big things out here. And shout out to everybody who is trying to do something better with their life, even if it is just to smile 3 days out the week instead of 2. Shout out to you. Keep going. Do whatever you want. Don't even take anybody else's opinion into consideration for anything that involves your happiness with your life. Do what the fuck you want and smile.
Never sacrifice your happiness.
Real shit.
Never sacrifice your happiness. Okay, you got anything, bro?
On that note, it's your boy GDQ the one.
Hey, it's your boy Mac2301.
Thank you for having me. Follow me on Instagram, Tianna J.
And it's the Activated Podcast, episode 16, sponsored by Strictly Lit Entertainment. Hey, that unison is on motherfucking
we in this
point. Bitch. Hey, we out. We love y'all. Reggie forever.
You feel me? We out. Activated.
Gang.